enough.
He's an alligator, but he's friendly. We're gonna drop the water down so we can excavate this out. We are pump intake. We'll put a 24-inch vault down here. It'll be teed into a 10-inch pipe. What is it? High density polyethylene, HDPE corrugated pipe. The grade on the front will be 3 feet under the water and leads into our vault.
How far out do you want that into the pond?
2 feet past the shore.
Okay.
And then this little platform will be a deck for 2 external variable speed pumps with 3-inch input and 3-inch output. So they're going to come off the pumps, drop down into the vault. There'll be a check valve on each with a union to help with priming throughout the season. And then we're going to have another fitting on each with the union without the check valve to run it through the winter. So that if you do have a freeze event and the generator doesn't work for some reason, then that water in that pipe can back flush through and get out into the pond.
So we're having freezing backup.
Right, so with the check valve it'll all sit in the pipe, and this is all going to be on the backup generator, so it should be okay. But if that would fail, then we're going to be in big trouble. So this way at least the pipe will drain mostly, and it'll be able to get back out. And the only bit of water could be sitting would be just in the chamber of the pump. Right? So if we have some damage, at least it's 1 pump, 2 pumps, which aren't cheap, but it's a whole lot cheaper than having to deal with it.
So for me to understand, we're going into the pump, then there's gonna be this bypass to dump the water back in with a backwards check valve, essentially holding the water in. No, I don't understand that.
Check valve down in the chamber.
Yep.
So the water can only go that way.
Correct.
Only leave the pump.
Yep.
In the winter time, let's
Yes.
say November each year,
Yep.
turn the pumps off, close the gate valves, undo this union, get rid of that piece, put another one in that doesn't have a check valve.
Gotcha. So it's just
Now
a,
if the pump goes off, the water
it's
can go back
its
out.
winter clothing for the, I gotcha.
Throughout the summer you don't want it to,
Yep.
because then you got to recharge that whole pipe and it's hard on the pumps, right?
Gotcha.
The pump's designed to be able to prime without a check valve at 9 feet above water level.
Okay.
But it just puts a lot more work on the pump, right? So this way this thing will prime nicely.
Yep.
And I was worried that, you know, so now you're going to make it try to prime without the check valve, but it won't really be the case because you're going to turn the pumps off, you're going to close these gate valves, you're going to switch that out with no check valve, right? Then you're going to open these gate valves and the whole thing will be flushed full, and you'll turn the pumps back on and it'll prime right up.
So basically as it gets hit with water, you turn it on and it's just going boom.
This whole thing is charged. This whole pipe is charged.
Right.
So, it should
So you
be-
don't want that water to run out on you.
Right.
You have to do it within that time frame.
And the
Okay.
gate valves, without those gate valves, you can't open these pumps to empty the baskets because you could wait for that whole 6-inch of pipe to empty out through them. So,
Okay.
and then we'll leave each pump. We'll come up out of the pump, 90 with 3-inch, and yeah, into a Y. This one will go straight into a 6-inch Y with a 6-inch converter
And that's the gates before
after the gate valves.
Yep.
Right? And then this one will go 3-inch to a 3-inch 45 to 3-inch, and then convert into this part of the Y here. And then it'll leave, join the 6-inch pipe, and work away
3
all
to
the way up
6.
to the wetland,
Got it.
which is 450 odd feet.
Way
difference-
down there.
More big gigantic rock placing with Metal Mike, the strap master, in the machine. Boulder and Bartle controlling the status quo. See if we can move this monster here. We're pushing the limits of this 15-ton excavator. This is when you should always try a step bigger or so, I suppose. There's a will, there's a way. Okay, we had our first day of waterfall building on the books yesterday. We've been at it for a couple hours this morning here, but you can see things starting to take shape. I say we have an all-star crew on this job. Getting into the winter, we don't know exactly what the weather's going to bring, so no amateur hour here. The JP directing things. Young Mr. Riley down below. And we call Metal Mike up running the machine. Gives us the most confidence that things will be done well and done safe. So, as we're at, we'll keep looking at how things are coming along. Idea is to get mostly finished up down below here today. So we'll come out of the waterfall and create a bit of a rapids type of feel as it enters the pond. Gets us over to towards the ice flow. And then another pool will go up behind the main falls, and then a series of sort of fast rapids where JP's walking up right now. It's going to create this fantastic feature here. So stay posted. Look forward to seeing how this one comes along. The fourth day of construction on this waterfall here outside of Waterloo. Tons and tons of boulders and big machinery. We've made some great progress. A little nicer today with the cold. Keep the mud down. The last 2 days has been really nothing but mud. I'd rather have the snow and a little bit of freeze to the ground and a lot less track cleanup at the end of the day too, which is going to be nice. So they're dressing up the outsides of the waterfall with some boulder retainings. Gonna help tie it into the landscape around it. Let's take a look at the falls. Decided to bring lots of machinery to this job to make quick work. Lots of machinery and good operators. Lots of support. Bringing our materials and supplies. Being able to put this together quite quick. So you see on the waterfall here, we're gonna have our two spillways. So we got their one right in here. The water's gonna come shooting off and down. The other main spillway is sort of right through here. Probably have a little bit come down through that spot. We're gonna be pumping about 25,000 gallons per hour through this thing, so it should give us lots of flow. We come up the waterfall. Another spillway in behind. Gonna sheet down basically like this staircase. Really pinching together at this point. Should have lots of flow. There'll be several inches of water above these stones gushing through this little pinch spot. It's then going to move up, and roughly up here behind this little machine there'll be basically a stream with a big stone bridge over top of it, and out and behind the machine there will be our filtration wetland, which will be, you know, roughly 30 by 60. Lots of upflow piping through layers of stone, and be packed full of native plants, act like a big filter bed for the pond down below.